as well as...
9.
Sit back and enjoy. Sit back and enjoy this. All to deluge. Here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Bang on target. All 33 Raptor engines. Look, all 33 Raptor engines.
Vehicle is pitching downrange.
Booster Raptor, chamber pressure nominal.
This is epic. Absolutely epic.
Booster and ship, avionics, power, and telemetry nominal.
All right, we're just a little over a minute
maximum
into flight.
Dynamic pressure.
We're about 6 miles away, so all the sound's still hitting us here. Hearing good call-outs that power telemetry nominal, that's flying straight and true. We do see all 33 Raptor engines lit up on telemetry screens. At this point, we've passed through that point of maximum aerodynamic pressure, that max Q. Now, coming up in just a little over a minute from now is going to be hot staging. So we're going to see the 6 engines on the ship ignite while still attached to the booster. Just before that, we'll see all but 3 center engines on the booster shut down. In what we call MECO, it's most engines cut off instead of main engine. And so while we continue to watch it go up, a lot of our flight controllers looking at all the systems around the tower. Again, we have to send a manual command. Just about 30 seconds away from hot staging.
We're actually going to see hot staging on the left on NASA spaceflight before we see it on the SpaceX stream.
And we heard the tower is go for catch.
Booster engine cut off.
The return flag is set for true.
Ship engine start up.
Tower's good for catch. The booster is now doing a boost back burn.
Separation.
All right,
Booster's coming back to
6 out of 6
comms tower.
on the ship.
So we're coming back.
Booster boost back going. We heard that we are go for catch. Kate, Jesse taking the views. Hopefully I got a booster coming home real soon.
Wow, from our view here, Dan, great views of planet Earth behind that super heavy booster. Right now it is performing the
Ship
boost back burn.
Nominal.
Good news there, telling us that the pressures inside the ship are good. That is the second stage, or the upper portion of the vehicle. Follow along with the telemetry on the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, booster is currently, super heavy, is currently in its boost back burn. This boost back burn.
Avionics, power, and telemetry nominal.
This boost back burn lasts just a little bit over a minute, so we've got a little, approximately 30 seconds left.
We've had shutdown of that boost back burn. Up next will be hot stage jettison. The view from the camera on the left, or from the booster on the left-hand side of your screen, and then tracking cam there on the right-hand side of your screen. We'll see those grid fins.
Booster offshore divert.
And we can also see that the hot stage has been jettisoned.
Yes, visual confirmation of that there on your screen, which is great.
Gulf of Mexico.
Now the next
Starship is following a nominal trajectory.
The next step for booster is going into that landing burn. Again, it'll light up 13 of those engines and then pare down to 3 engines right before booster catch.
All right, now just real quick, we did hear the call out, booster offshore divert. Unfortunately, that means that we are no-go for the catch. As we said before, both the tower and the vehicle, as well as the operators on console, have been actively evaluating the commit criteria for that return to the launch tower. And unfortunately, we did not have a pass on those commit criteria. So we are no-go for tower catch.
And we did mention that
shame.
we're constantly evaluating the criteria for catch. There's a lot of things that need to go well in order to line that up. Unfortunately, today we will forego booster catch today. But what you're seeing on your screen is ship currently making its way towards the Indian Ocean, still looking good so far.
Exactly. So views there of the booster on the left-hand side of your screen, views of the ship on the right-hand side of your screen. Now, we said before that it was not guaranteed that we would be able to make a tower catch today. So while we were hoping for it, like we said, it was pretty epic on attempt 1, but the safety of the teams and the public and the pad itself are paramount. So we are accepting no compromises in any of those areas.
Exactly, and we're still going to get a lot of good flight data with booster even, but especially with ship. Again, we have an additional objective today to do an in-space relight of a Raptor engine, which again will help us set us up
Fantastic.
for being able to do
this.
deorbit burns, which is
Ship chamber pressures are nominal.
which is
The
important
heating of the
for
engines
orbital
again, this is
flights.
what
And what you're
happened in the
seeing
last
on
flight.
your screen is a view from Super Heavy as it's
Super
making its way
heated
back down to
on
Earth.
the re-entry.
Yeah, once again, we are attempting an offshore landing of the Super Heavy booster. So we have seen this before, and it is still very fun to watch, watching it come down for a soft splashdown off the Gulf Coast of Texas. We can see it there re-entering. We saw earlier those grid fins. There are 4 hypersonic grid fins. Oh, we can see that the landing burn has begun.
We've not
on
actually
the
been able to see
Super Heavy
this
booster.
as well as this
Same
before.
pattern, 13 engines will light, gone down to 3 just as we expected.
It's a soft splashdown in the ocean.
And what an incredible view of splashdown
Exactly what
that
it would
we
have done
got
on the
today.
tower anyway.
Oh,
Is your landing
Super
shutdown?
Heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure the buoy cam views will be pretty awesome once again. So we'd like to confirm a water landing once again for
Was that a
the
rod?
Super Heavy booster. Congrats to the SpaceX team
Was that a rod?
for making that milestone as well. Now, ship continues to look good. We can see that. All right, great news there. That tells us that we are through the phase of peak heating. So we are expecting these temperatures to continue to come down. Once again, we are targeting a soft splashdown in the Indian Ocean around off
Lots
the
of sparks.
northwest coast of Australia. We can see these beautiful views of planet Earth coming in. Yeah, this is very different, where we had nighttime views of the ship as it was re-entering, and now we've got daylight. It is about an hour or so after sunrise there in the Indian Ocean. So pretty cool to see this.
This is fantastic.
Yeah, and it might not seem like it makes a huge difference, but we do get a little bit more light on ship as well for the camera views that we have, which is very beneficial for us to visually see anything and try and correlate that to any of the sensors or data that we have on the vehicle.
Exactly. That is why we shifted our launch window so that we could have that daylight in order to improve our observations of the vehicle. So not
I
only
see
are
the
we
same
getting
thing
all
as you
the
guys.
raw
Same view
data
there.
from all the sensors that are on board
Oh, man.
Starship, but we also have multiple cameras and assets out there that are watching the vehicle and will also be able to tell us with this visual story that is also very, very important.
So
'Cause I
I'm
saw
worried about
some of
one.
the-
I wonder if you were about to say that same thing, Alex. I'm worried about the middle camera there that we just saw on the side, because I think I
Yeah.
saw some. There was some red glow.
Yes.
on the steel.
Yep.
Yep, on the steel. That was like that was not plasma glow. That
and
colour
the
of
was
this.
wrinkle has
steel.
grown, by the way.
Yeah, that was steel starting to melt glow.
It's been super heated.
Yeah,
all
that
this
was
stainless steel
forge
here.
temperature.
Got the colour there.
That was
Yep.
that feels ready to be forge welded.
But they are through peak heating. You can
Yeah.
see it now. The
Temperature's
plasma
coming
is actually
Gone.
starting to fade.
And one thing to remind, so right now they are, still slowing down. By the way, the speed is still higher than the speed of the booster when it re-enters.
Whoa.
Ooh, look at that.
Look, yeah, that's melted steel.
bad.
The forward of the forward flap.
We've seen
From
worse.
entry dynamic pressure.
But it's turning. Look at that. It's cooling down. That's good. It's not increasing anymore. You can see it literally like fading.
Yeah, but the wind, the thicker atmosphere, the wind's going to catch some of that. Oh, I don't know. Maybe
Yeah, but
not. We've seen worse.
I feel like it's going. It's
good.
through the worst.
It
And
wasn't
now
far.
it is at the speed of the booster, by the way, a hot staging.
And then
So all of that we just went through.
and it's still in re-entry orientation. The nose
Yeah,
is going to
and-
come down into a belly flop.
Exactly.
Right,
And
Alex?
once it comes into a belly flop, the new thing for this flight will be it'll pitch down to a higher angle of attack. And SpaceX already warned us, don't be surprised if we see the whole thing just, flappity flap section
Why are they doing
going
that?
down to the ground. To stress the limits on the flap control, that's one of the things that they want to look at. See if the
There's-
flaps can control it.
There's a good chance what, for example, happened is if the flaps don't have enough steering authority anymore and they pitch forward, they cannot hold themselves anymore. They will pitch, like they will basically lose complete steering authority. It's basically pushing, like tilting it forward and see, because if you can pitch more forward, you can get more cross range, right? Because you can go faster forward, but that depends on if you're pushing it a bit too much.
And again, I want to remind everybody, this is everything is a test. They want to know how far they can push the vehicle, removing
Looks like they are under Mach 2. Okay.
24
Should be
kilometers.
preparing for that belly flop soon.
Yeah. You can see the camera
Oh,
moving
yeah.
actually the
Yeah.
forward.
It's going
flap.
Also
belly
the
flop.
collars on the body
So
of the
we're
ship.
about
Look at that.
75,000
This is a
feet.
view
at the
that
moment.
we are very familiar now. Like, in a weird way, I'm having the
Mach 1?
craziest deja vu right now.
65,000
Because
feet.
I'm
And-
like, oh, that's...
Call outs aligning with this. You can see the
you
orientation
a
of the
reference
vehicle
point.
starting to change. You can follow that
Against the
graphic at the bottom
kilometers.
of your screen. Again, that is why those flaps are changing. They control the orientation of the vehicle.
Now we're moving into the belly flop. I want to see the
We-
nose down view.
So
We're gonna look
15
down.
Yeah,
kilometers altitude is
We are familiar with this,
50,000
because
feet.
this view,
Yep.
this kind of maneuver at
We've not seen
daylight,
this.
that's
This is
the
fantastic.
high
We've not seen
altitude
this.
flap test we have seen.
Yep, that's right.
Let's see.
I'm not seeing this on
You think
the
they'll give us
Starship Flight Test.
this camera on landing when they light for the landing burn, or do you think they'll go full on engine bay cam?
I think we're gonna
look at that.
I think we're gonna get a buoy.
Probably, yeah. But yeah,
look
it's
at
skydive mode.
600. Yeah, 600 kilometers an hour. It's going to almost stall. Like, it's crazy how slow this thing is. That's one thing that people will underestimate.
We're at 30,000
This
feet now.
Starship will be so slow because of its surface area, and basically just glide down.
It's flapping a lot more than you used to.
I don't know what I
Yeah.
would call it a glide. It's falling with style.
Yeah, it's falling. It's falling semi-controlled.
Yeah.
Look at
it's
the altitude, because once it drops below 2 kilometers, that's when they're gonna be preparing for that landing burn.
So
Get
2
ready.
kilometers being
Get ready for some
6,500,
excited commentators, probably. I'm
6,500
just
feet.
warning you, everybody.
Yeah, right. You already have 3
We're
exciting
in between the
commentators.
clouds now. Look at this.
That's true.
Man.
4 kilometers, and it's so slow now.
On a
It's
good
400
trajectory.
kilometers.
I have a feeling
Good trajectory.
Good-
There's that
Good
call out.
trajectory. 2 kilometers
Look at the
almost.
Clouds.
Should be. There's, I think, the engine, like the vent that we see.
That's the high angle of attack. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, they just
Yeah, it's
pitch the
pitching
nose
forward.
down.
And stabilizing again.
Yep.
Now we are
I
waiting
think
for
they're just playing around with the
Raptors.
flaps. I think they're just playing to see what they can do.
They
with
should
the controls.
come any second now.
Excitement guaranteed.
Are they going to do a flip?
Raptors.
We'll
There it
need-
is.
Here we
1,
go.
2, 3.
And there's the pitch. Nice.
Belly flop.
Whoa.
Whoa,
so
there's
violent.
the C.
Wow.
Wow,
There's the
look at
boy
that.
that.
Stable.
That's the
2
boy with the camera.
engines.
Yes.
Woo!
That
Booyah.
booyah.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
very
See,
clear.
we have not
very
seen this in the
blending.
daytime before.
Yes.
And Be ready, this could explode. Just saying.
Look at that.
There it goes, it's fallen over.
Not exploding!
Bada boom.
Oh my gosh!
Look at that!
Woo, the buoy.
I thought the other one was the buoy cam. That was a ship.
Yeah,
It's
it's
okay.
burning. It's burning just a bit.
It broke.
Yeah, it broke.
Yep.
That's okay.
That, expected. But I would
Hang
call
on, so
that.
this is not a buoy. This is actually an aerial asset. Might be out there because the buoy was a lot closer.
Yeah.
I would.
So this is the feed that we've had access to, and there's some of the guys from NASA Spaceflight up on the roof there of their hotel, and I think we're about 8 miles out from launch site from there. So this is some of the access we've had, which has just been fantastic. I'm extremely grateful. I just popped an email across to NASA Spaceflight this afternoon asking them if I could have access to this feed, and sure enough they replied within like literally 5 minutes, and I can't believe it. We've had fantastic footage and some really great commentary. So thank you. So please head over to NASA Spaceflight, give them a like, give them a subscribe. I'm subscribed, as you can see. Be great if you can subscribe to my channel and like my video. It's really going to help as I grow this channel, and my plan is to launch videos every week following the progress of SpaceX and Blue Origin and all things space. So I'm going to be going right back to the beginning of the flight tests of the Starship, and we will watch some Raptor, some Falcon 9 launches, because they launch every single week. So we will be able to see some of those, and but I'll be taking you right back to Starship Flight Test 1, and then we can watch. I think what I'll do is do a video with all 6 flight tests in a row on the screen, so we can just visibly see what happened with the timelines all synchronized. That'd be pretty cool. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care.